I get asked quite a bit how I get my daily curls, and you know what? You obviously can tell I have some short hair. A lot of you actually commented and said you wanted me to do a hair tutorial using just my real hair. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I pretty much never wear my hair this short. I always clip in extensions when I'm leaving the house. Occasionally, if I'm just like running to the grocery store or something, I will just put my hair up in a ponytail like this, but pretty much other than that, I don't do anything with my short hair. With that said, let's jump into what I do almost on a daily basis, and that's the big glamorous curls. You're going to need a few things to achieve this look. First and foremost, what you're going to need is a lot of hair. I like to use a lot of hair because it gives you a lot of bounce, glamour, volume, and also what you want to look for when you're buying extensions is the length and the color. So you want to make sure the color matches, and when you get 100% human hair, you can actually dye it to match your hair if it's not 100% on point. So I like to use two different lengths as well. I have the long, that's 18, and then I actually have shorter ones that is 14. So that just gives it a layered look, makes it look a little bit more natural and blend easier. And then you may notice I don't have any clips on these already sewn in. I like to buy the hair myself separately, and then I buy the clips separately. So these are just the little clips that you're going to need. Now, I got these at Sally's Beauty Supply. They're fabulous. And you really want to make sure you get a quality clip, because if you get one that's kind of cheap and it doesn't have a lot of grip in it, your extensions are just going to be falling out all day. You're going to be fixing them. It's going to be really annoying. So these ones work great, and they have all different colors, so you can get one that matches your hair. And then, since I do wear really heavy extensions, sometimes I like to throw a few bobby pins in there just so that we have grip coming at it in like all directions and it doesn't fall out as well, as easy. And then if you're not comfortable with using your fingers as a comb, that's pretty much what I do. You can use an actual comb. This is my teasing comb and I love it. It's actually Conair I got from like CVS, but this comb you will also need, wow, weird Conair, you will need a brush. So this is just a pink brush. I recommend pink. It's the best kind of brush you could get. Just kidding. And then, what else do we have? Oh, weird, it's pink again. I think I like pink. This is a claw clip. You're definitely going to need a clip to clip your hair out of the way when you're trying to clip everything in there. I said clip a lot. And last but definitely not least, you need a curling iron. Woo, that thing is hot. This is Conair again, and actually I do not recommend this curling iron. This curling iron is horrible. The button is right here to turn it on, so it's actually a really bad spot for them to put it. When you're curling your hair, your finger will accidentally hit it all the time. It'll turn the curling iron off. You won't realize it. You'll be curling your hair and you're like, why is that not curling? Oh, it's not on anymore. So do not get this curling iron. It's the Infinity by Conair. Don't waste your money. But that's what I have today, so let's get started. So first I want to talk to you about how I curl my hair. Now you can see, whoa, that thing has fallen out. That will happen to you if you don't clip it in right. But anyways, how I curl my hair is basically a spiral curl with this curling iron. However, you can tell that it already has a curl to it. That is because I curl my hair every day and my extensions are just used to being curled. So sometimes if I'm running late, I will just pop them in my hair. Sometimes I don't even brush them. I feel sick. And I'll just go like that. But if I want to have that really tight spiral curl, I will touch it again with the curling iron and just add some more body. So I'm just going to show you girls on one of my strands how I do my spiral curls. So this is the shorter one. This is the 14 inches. And you're going to need to brush it first. Okay, so now it's all brushed and I'm going to show you my curling technique. So basically I take a small strand of hair about that thick. Take my curling iron in my right hand and I'm going to start from the top. Also, my curling iron is only on medium. It's about 330 right now, which is pretty hot. I might turn it down a little bit. You don't really want to burn the hair. So start at the top, I clamp, I pull, and I twist up. I release the tension and I twist up. Release the tension and twist up. And you're going to hold it there for a few seconds and release. We're going to do another one. So again, grab a small piece of hair like that. Clamp at the top. Pull down, twist, release the tension, twist, release the tension, twist, Release the tension and twist up and hold. Ta-da! So pretty much how you curl the hair is you just start from the top and you're just twisting your way down, and as you go down, you twist back up. Go down, twist back up until you get all your hair wrapped around the barrel. Alright, so now we have our Goldilocks curls and we need to get them into our hair. So what I do is I take my clip, I'm just going to clip it here for right now, and I take my fingers. Now this is where you can use the comb if you don't know how to part with your fingers. But pretty much it helps if you have a little bit of a nail, and you're going to go down really close to the nape of your neck, as close as you can get. You want to leave just a tiny bit of hair, and we're just going to go across. Now this part doesn't have to be exactly straight, but it does help. The straighter you get it, the better. And we're just going to clip the rest of the hair out of the way. Where did I put that clip? Okay, so now we're going to actually curl that hair because we want it to blend in. So I turn my curling iron down lower for my own natural hair because I can replace the extension hair. I can't replace my hair, and it's so sensitive already. It's sensitive, it cries during commercials. So you don't want to burn your natural hair because it takes a long time to grow it back. So turn the curling iron down and let's just give it a little bit of curl action. And it doesn't need a lot, just a little bit of bounce so that it's not stick straight because we want it to all blend. So just curl any of the straight pieces and then grab your hair. We're going to take the smallest one that we have. That happens to be this track for me. And what I did to get the hair to the perfect size that I wanted, when I bought it in the package, I would just unravel it. And as you can see, I have 3 different layers here. So you want to overlap the hair probably about 3 or 4 times, because when you get it, the long strand is really thin. So probably have 3 or 4 in there. Cut it to the length of your head. So I did that already, and now we're just going to clip it in. So the way I clip is I take my clip, and with the prongs facing upwards, I kind of try to grab my natural hair with the extension, slide it up, press it into place. So we're going to do the same on the other side. You have the claws going upwards. You kind of dig it into your hair and snap it to stay. So there we go. That's what that looks like. Now we're ready to go on to our next row. So let your hair back down, and you're going to take your fingers again and try and get as close as you can to that last track that you put in. So only leave a little bit of hair in between. That should be good enough. You can see it's just a little bit of hair. And again, we're just going to repeat the same process. We're going to curl this straight strand. And you don't have to be exact with this because it'll kind of be hidden anyways. Alright, grab your next track. And let's clip that baby in. So you're just going to lay it onto the part, grab your clips, jam them in there going upwards. Now on the bottom one I put 2 clips, and on here, since it's a little bit bigger, I'm going to put 3. And now to give it extra support, I'm actually going to lock it in with a bobby pin. Now I used to wear my hair without the bobby pins, but I started to notice when I got new hair it was a lot heavier and it wanted to fall out easier. So by adding the bobby pins in sideways, you give it extra support. That way it's not falling out on you all day. So just take the bobby pin and you're going to slide it in sideways, just over the clip. Actually, I lied. Don't use that part. So for my bottom tracks, I group both of them together, and then I'm going to take a bobby pin from the bottom and stick it up, and a bobby pin on the top and stick it down. That's going to group these together and give them lots of support. So you can kind of part your hair. Take the bobby pin and get all the hair in there that you can. There we go. And here's number 2, it goes down. So these kind of make an X. Now that that's done, let your hair back down, and we're just going to repeat this process with another track. Now, when these clips are brand new, they're really, really strong. So I don't feel like I need any bobby pins on this one, especially since this hair is kind of light. So I'm going to go ahead and not put any bobby pins in this track, but I definitely will put some in the next track. And let's do the next track. Alright, so now I've clipped in all my tracks, but I've saved the secret weapon for last. These are pretty much just clip-in extensions that I got out of my AMIClubwear clip-in hair. And these are just going to look really great in the front. You can clip them really close to your face. And since I don't have the clips on the outside, they do blend in a little bit better on the top of your hair. So we do need to, however, curl the rest of our hair because that looks kind of weird. So I'm going to clip my bangs and all of the hair behind them out of the way really quick. And I'm just going to start curling all the rest of the hair that hasn't been curled yet. So just grab a section about yay big and start curling. And we're done. And just like that, we've taken your hair from drab to fab. So I hope you girls like this. I hope it was easy enough for you to follow. But if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them for you. Also, if there's any other hairstyles you would like to see or videos, please let us know. We love making the videos for you girls. As always, thanks for watching. Stay trendy and I'll see you around. Mwah!